Hey everybody, welcome back to Renewed Homestead. I'm Ben and we're going to do a little grafting today, and I am no expert at this. I have done exactly 2 and this will be my 3rd. We have a tool here that will cut a groove that the 2 branches will meet together, but first off I need to find basically essentially the same size branch, and we have. And what's important about this tree, the storm that blew through here, there is an apple tree down the road here that's over 100 years old. Great big apples, all the neighbors talk about it. So when we saw that tree blow over, we went over and took some cuttings from it, and we want to graft these onto our apple tree and try to preserve this 100-year-old tree. So I'm going to go in and I've matched up this branch to this branch. They're about the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and use this tool and cut it. And I'll show you a close-up after I cut it. You can't really see it when I do it, but you'll understand the locking mechanism, and then I'll show you the next step after I do that. So it's important to make sure you cut the branch the right direction so that the 2 notches fit together, and you'll see what I mean when I get this cut here. It's not a great cut. All right, so now you can see these notches should fit together very nicely here. Actually, you can probably see the bottom side better. Let's see how they fit. We want to make sure that that bark matches up, because that's where the sap and all its nutrients go through, and we want to make sure that matches so that this graft can continue to grow and will become part of this tree. It's just like any other apple tree or a peach tree, where you have a rootstock that is adapted for an area, and then what they do is they cut that off and graft on what they call a scion, and that's the desired tree that you want growing from it. We're doing this essentially the same thing up here, so we're doing it up on the apple tree or up higher, and the other apples will continue to survive, and we're going to have a different variety on that same tree. So now that I've got that matched up the way I want it, one of the tricks we learned from our neighbors who've been here for generations, Larry said his dad used to use beeswax and wrap it around. And as you know, honey has antimicrobial properties, so it will help it stay healthy while it's grafting and sealing up here. So here's one of my old beehive frames. You can't get back up here where you can hear me a little better. Just one of my old, one of the old frames from one of the hives that didn't survive. Poor little guys. Sorry, girls. But I'm just going to take some of this, and this will take a minute or two because I got to get this pliable and kind of mashed up. So let me work on that. I've just been playing with my beeswax here, trying to get it warmed up and pliable because I'm going to use this. Again, I've got to make sure my my cuts mash together just as close to as I can possible. I'll try to keep my fingers out of the way there. And I wrap that beeswax around it. Like I said, that'll keep the moisture in, plus protect it. And we've had some winds around here, so I am going to put Larry's brother, he doesn't use wax, he uses masking tape. Because as the tree starts to grow, the masking tape, we all know when that stuff dries out, it cracks and breaks off. You don't have to come back and worry about taking that tape off, but I'm also going to use that and put a little stick on next to it, give this some strength in case the wind comes through. And hopefully we will have an old-timey apple tree. I'm going to wrap this around the beeswax first. Make sure that's good and tight up against it. And you might hear the sheep in the background. They see us. They either want hay or they want to be moved. All right, now I'll just put the stick against it. A little support there. There we go. So now we've got an old-timey apple tree branch on there. Hopefully it takes. We'll follow up and let you know, see how it's doing. And you know, put in the comments if you've done any grafting, any suggestions. You know, I can take criticism. Like I said, this is my third time. So anyway, all right. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you go to our website, renewedhomestead.com/shop. We've got our deodorant, and we're going to have something else in there soon, plus our hoary knives. And hope you're all well. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.